Good Tuesday evening, everybody. How the heck you doing? Manny Vitale,
Okay.
host of My Fight Our War, along with OG,
Yeah.
and hope everyone's doing well. Unfortunately, my voice is still just trashed, and as you guys know, we just got back from our trip to New York, our 6 week
hmm
trip when we go to our studio in New York and
Yep.
do our recordings. Had a real nice time. Unfortunately, man, by the end of the second day of recording, my
Voice was
voice
gone.
it was done. It was unfortunately done. So we did have to. We had a couple shows that we had scheduled for Sunday that had
hmm
to. We had to reschedule. Unfortunately,
hmm
thank God they were local
Yes.
and are very close because one of our guests um, was from Norway. So that would have
Yeah,
been a
that
heck
was
of a ride.
great.
Actually, it was Robert who his episode was so it was just a great
Beautiful.
episode with Robert. We actually dropped that episode on last night or Sunday night. So I hope you guys check out Robert Yarber. He just an amazing guy. I mean, he was just he was such
Full
a
of personality. Whew.
oh man, what a joy to talk to. All the guests were. I mean, it was just a I was just I was of course, not happy not being able to do everything that I wanted to do, but you know what?
Mhm.
Things happen. But yeah, I mean, it was a good trip. We got to do. We still did over six. We did six shows, and
Yep.
before the voice went south, and it's going to be I'm really looking forward to them. And besides the shows that we did. Um, Of course, this all is possible because of what happened last past July when we were there. You know,
Yep.
we went there this last July. I got in touch with Ian through email, through text. We went back and forth to go over my story and to come on the show. And after a couple of messages, he got back with me, gave me his number, said to give him a call, and we talked a couple times. And even before we got to New York, man, I mean, I think that first time that we talked, we were on the phone for damn near almost an hour. I mean,
Mhm.
it was just, I've said so many times that the people that we have met through My Fighter
Yes.
War, the people that we have met,
Wonderful.
either
Wonderful.
myself going on their shows or coming on our shows, just the incredible people, just not that doesn't matter who they are as far as what their their position, their status is, just as people. Um, but yeah, so um, yeah, that I think as soon as I talked to him, man, when I called you, I said, "Listen, I just talked to Ian, man. We need to book a flight to New York,"
hmm
and
Done.
yeah, it was done, and it was the 4th of July weekend.
hmm
So we flew out to New York, drove to Connecticut, and finally we met in person. And it was just again one of those just absolute blessings. We did a show, and from start to finish, it was just under 2 hours, about hour 45 minutes, and it was just a great conversation. I mean, besides doing it's a really good interview back and forth, just a conversation. Um, Before the show started, and then after the show ended, just hanging out, just talking, man, just
hmm
about our lives, and it was just a really good vibe, and
Just think of how wonderful. You've got so many new family members
oh,
since that. And
it's
because
such
of that, it's great.
and again, all that's happened. This is what our fifth trip to I think our fourth or fifth trip,
Fourth trip.
fourth trip since
hmm
July
hmm
to New York and with our family in
hmm
Connecticut. And it seems so much longer. It seems like this has just been happening for
For a long time.
forever. I mean, it's just like we've been friends forever. Just like, we've heard that with, Skylar Ray. How,
Yes.
people, when we do the show, they're like,
Yeah.
how long have you guys known each other? It's just like certain
Forever?
individuals,
No.
you just click. And, just
Well,
as,
now that people know you at the airport,
oh,
people
it's
know you
funny.
at the hotel.
You get there and, hey, Lori from our family, talk about family. There's our
Let me see if
Athens,
I can find her.
Alabama. Here, let me give her a little.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Lori.
Athens,
Yeah.
Alabama. Lori.
Nice.
Lori is our family and holding down the fort in Athens, Alabama. Hopefully, by the time we get there in June, I'll be able to talk.
Yeah.
And then we got Tyler on. How you doing, Tyler? But yeah, I tell you what, it's just you look around at people and you always hear, you associate yourself with the people you associate with. People see you and they look around the people you associate with and the people that want to associate with you. And what I think is really a blessing is, of course, like when I was Ian Bick was on a guest on my show when we were there this past weekend. And it was just funny because here we are in his studio and he's the guest on the show. And I really, before, I'm not sure how much is going to make the first clip before we actually started the show, but I just had, me and Ian had a nice moment where we were just talking and, just letting him know, how much I appreciate everything that he has done, for me personally, but for all of our family members here at My Fight Our War, with the doors that he has opened, the people that he's introduced us to, and the opportunities that we have been given. I mean, it's just insane. Hey, Trouble, how you doing? And one thing that you always hear about, like I said, the people that you associate with that you are in your life shows a lot about you. And what was really neat is sitting there with these guys, and it was here, every, like when I talked with Ian on our show this past weekend, I pretty much opened it up with, as far as social media goes, as far as podcast goes, unless you've been living under a rock, the name Ian Bick, and the show Locked In with Ian Bick. So just to be able to have him on as a guest, I was very honored with that. But to be at the level that that we are on a personal level, is basically like we said, it's almost like this family. Not only him, but going out with him and his dad for dinner, and then all of the other family members in Danbury, Connecticut, that have reached out to say hello and become part of this family. It was just really nice, just knowing that not only, of course, do you want to hang out and associate with people like that are just where you want to be in the social media world, and you want to learn from the best and do everything you can to be at those levels. When they in turn want to hang out and associate with you, I mean, it's a
very nice compliment.
It's a very nice feeling. And I also want to give a huge shout out to AJ Galante.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know AJ, they've actually done a documentary on Netflix about AJ and his family and his father, Jimmy Galante. And I highly recommend it. If you go to Netflix and check out Crime and Penalties, it's going to show you the life story of AJ Galante and his dad, and the hockey team that AJ was president and owner of at 17 years old, the Danbury Trashers. And very well known, not only through Danbury and Connecticut, but around the world, just as Ian and these guys. So to be in that circle, and then Leroy, having Leroy Ebron, and then the rest of the guys that came in. And I mean, as soon as the door opened, it was just like this family.
Yep.
Um,
Very nice, very warm.
yeah. So that was it was very nice. And then AJ was nice enough. He invited us to the game. And is that on your side?
What?
There's a lot of noise, a lot of back noise, like clicking or something.
Okay.
Or pet is we clicking a pen or something? No, there was just that's what I heard. Um I tell you,
He
these
didn't
ears.
play hockey this weekend. He played hockey in his youth.
No, I was just did you really no, I did. I was in the stands with the owner of the team. Um
Yeah.
yeah, AJ owns the team. Um and after we did the shows Friday and Saturday, AJ invited us as guests to join him in his section to watch the game, which was awesome, man. So there we were
Well,
hanging out with him and some of the players that actually there was a player that just got traded to Danbury, Isaac, and was sitting there, in the section with the owner. And so I got to meet Isaac, great guy, um, along with the other people that were there with AJ. Not only that, next thing you know, get called out to the concourse area, and they had the owner or the coach of the team was there. So I got to meet him as well. And for those of you that don't know, I love hockey. I played hockey for over 25 plus years, all the way through growing up high school hockey into past college into juniors, and just loved it, absolutely loved it. And so to be in that situation, to hang with those guys and to sit with them was such an honor. Um, but yeah, I
he
mean,
was loving it.
what a great time.
Hmm.
And we got Karen there with her mom Phyllis.
Yeah. Hi,
Hope
Phyllis.
hope all is going well, Phyllis. This is going to be a very short update because
His throat.
I have the throat, and I did talk to a doctor again today, and I need to really not be doing what I'm doing right now, but I just had to jump on real quick and
Yeah.
give an update of what we did this weekend because it was just
Wonderful.
such a great time. And like I said, the individuals that came in, and some of them weren't even on our show this shift or
Tell him,
this
Tyler.
when we went out there. Um, they were in the other studio, but while we were there, they actually stuck around. They wanted to meet us and talk to us, and actually wanted to take pictures with us. And it was a real honor, and it meant so much to know that we are making a difference.
Hmm.
And one thing that
So if
was
you go on
really,
Facebook, you're going to see Big Leroy.
oh boy, what a
Big
character!
Leroy.
What a
Big
character!
man.
We are going to be doing some work together. He's actually posted some things on his page as well. Um, so yeah, we're going to be working with Leroy as well. What else? There was it was very nice too because we had uh, one of our guests, Robert. Like I said, he's from Virginia, but he's now living in Norway, and had an amazing story. And when we came out of the studio, there were a bunch of people in the green room that had the ears on and that were watching the monitors from the green room.
Hmm.
And his mother actually pulled me aside and thanked me. She said that she goes, she was extremely happy
Yeah.
the way that we did the interview, that the interview went with her son, that it really meant a lot to him, that she could tell by the way he was acting and some of the things that he brought up and talked about that he never talked about before, that he felt comfortable enough to discuss with me. And that was a great feeling. Excuse me. To know that he is that people are opening up, and to know that you can get that trust out of people means a
Yeah.
lot as a host. And one thing that really stuck out is something OG was part of, is when Ian was my guest as in the
Yes.
show. We were sitting there, and again, we just started talking, And the next you know, we get the interview flying, and it went well over an hour again. And
Mm-hmm.
as the interview's going, like I said, it was more than a guest on the show. It was my friend, my brother. I mean, we were sitting there laughing and joking
Yeah. Yeah,
about
you
these
were.
things that, I mean, there's still a lot about his past that I'm still catching up on as far as the things that happened, as far as the jail time, the federal prison time. I mean, all the intricacies of that stuff as well. But a lot of the stuff we talk about when I'm there doing other shows, when we're just hanging out, going to dinner, and it was really cool that I even noticed while we were doing the interview for a short time, it was like we forgot we were doing the interview because we were just
Mm-hmm.
back and forth, just having a great conversation.
Good energy. Good energy.
And when it ended, we went out of the studio, and there's like a big green room where people can sit and wear headphones and watch the actual interviews going on. And there were a bunch of people sitting there watching. And when I came out, OG, and then I think it was Leroy's wife, and then another couple came out
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
who know Ian very well. And she pulled me aside and she goes, "Manny, I just want you to know that we haven't seen him talk like that at an interview before." And
Mm-hmm.
she said that was really something. And I said, Carol, it was just a great conversation where
That was.
there's that bond that you trust in somebody, where you're not going to get stabbed in the back. You know that you
True.
actually have the best interest of that person that you're talking with to get the best of the story. Because sometimes there are painful things that you need to discuss, and very personal, and stuff like that. So to hear these people that know Ian even on a deeper level, on a more personal level than we do, say that, it really meant a lot to me.
Mm-hmm.
And we got more people popping on here. We got our
Yeah.
friend Katie. Hi, Katie. I hope you
Hi,
guys are
Katie.
doing well. And of course, we got the other half of
Dan.
that dynamic. We got Danny. And I also give you guys an update. God bless my brother, Skylar Ray. Here he is across the world, and just enjoying the wonderful time with Kayla and his mother. And the pictures and the stories have been incredible. And he knows that I'm having some issues with my throat. Here he is on vacation in France and Spain and Brazil, and here he is calling me, all hours of the day. How you feel, brother? How you doing? Just,
Mm-hmm.
I just love him, man.
Blowing up your phone.
Yeah, it was so funny. We're on the way to the airport, and OG goes, give Skylar a call, let him know what's going on. I said, good idea. I grab my phone, I look, and it said two text messages and a missed call. So, I got nothing but mad love and respect for my brother Skylar, and I'm so happy for him and Kayla and his mom for everything that's going on. Uh, and I tell you what, all of you guys, Danny, Katie, Trouble, Tyler,
Trouble.
Lori, Boston, all of you, man. If your ears were ringing this past weekend,
We're talking about you.
and Lori, I saw the picture from my brother there, Boston, and his girl. I'm so happy for him to find to find true happiness, and you can
Mm-hmm.
just see the authentic, you know, happiness in both their eyes, and I couldn't be more happy for them. Um, and all of you in Athens, Alabama, and Lori, looking forward to seeing you guys. But like we were saying, if your ears were ringing, it's because when we're there, as I've said, we represent My Fight Our War. We represent all of our friends in Athens, Alabama, and Kentucky, and all over the place. And so, yeah, you guys are being very well represented when we are out of state. So, you know,
Yeah, we're talking about you. Yeah.
but yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time, and but like I said, they today, with the doc, we were just going over it. And then another thing that I tend to forget is with my autoimmune disease that I have. It takes something as simple as this, what's going on with my voice, and just kicks it down, you know, quite a bit more, and would hopefully would take a day or two to kind of clear up. Well, we're looking at 2 weeks already now, so gonna take it easy for the next. We had a show yesterday. We had to reschedule. No, it worked out well too because our guest actually had to travel out of state, so we wouldn't be able to do it anyways. But other than that, just wanted to share the weekend with our Danbury family, with Eve and our friend who is and Danbury, who helped us out with she's turned into the hospitality hotel nurse with lemons and honey and halls for my throat. It was just like, I was she heard about what happened. Obviously I couldn't talk and stuff. So here she is giving honey and hot tea. So huge thanks out to Evie and of course our amazing producer Matt Cronin.
Oh yeah,
and
good people.
Who am I forgetting? Pretty sure we got everybody there.
And then we only missed three talks on Sunday. You missed three, and because it was Coach Tony, and then there's other Tony, and then Zach, I think is the other guy's name. We can reschedule the next time. There's no problem. We gave them the gift of time while he was kind of trying to recover.
We the good thing is with Coach Tony, who is a good friend of Skylar's. Is like 20 minutes from where the studio is, and had an event going on, and I was double booked with an interview, so I couldn't do it. But OG pulled double duty as admin and doing the work over there, representing us at this event.
Drove up to New Milford.
Thank you for that. But other than that, like I said, it was a great time, and Danny, I hope you and Katie and Little Matt, everybody are doing great, and all that good stuff. And we will be, like I said, I don't think we are going to be doing our weekly live, the weekly Wednesday Music and Mayhem. Well, for one, my brother's in another country and doing his mad traveling, so we're going to let him just enjoy himself.
He should be in Tunisia on Wednesday, so it'd be kind of difficult, I think, to do Music and Mayhem from Tunisia.
But he actually did. He, that's just the kind of guy he is. Here he is on this amazing vacation, and he's just texting me. We got, all right, we're actually talking about our Texas. Well, here again, he said tomorrow night might work. We will update. But as far as what's going on now, I don't think he realized what's going on with my throat right now because I didn't really want to bother him with it. So I think,
Well, he'll just have to do most of the talking.
Tomorrow, currently out on a tour because we were talking about possibly doing something today. And once he comes back on the ship, he doesn't have service. But he has his headsets, his headphones, and but he's basically said, I'm going to keep you updated. We head back through the last meetup at 4:15 my time. So it's a little bit scattered here, but so it's safe to say that you get a break from Music and Mayhem tomorrow.
Maybe.
You know what? Maybe. But we'll see. But we will keep you updated with everything that's going on.
Because it would be like 2 a.m. for him. If he were to do it, it would be like 2 a.m. in the morning there.
Yeah, when it comes to doing this, him and I, we don't care about times. If it's going to be fun, we'll do it.
Yeah.
But I think this might be a time to give the voice a break and try to recoup. But so that's about it, folks. I just wanted to come on and, like I said, we had a great time. OG got to represent going to a nice Christmas event while we were there. And again, just to thank our Danbury family, Ian Bick for everything, Matt Cronin, AJ Galante, our guests, the families, the other guests who made it a point to come in. Just they wanted to get pictures with us.
Yeah.
That was really nice, Leroy and the family. Thank you so much, man. And Danny, love you, brother. Give the family a big hug and a kiss from all of us here in Detroit. And we will be coming at you again. So, OG, why don't well, we got anything else to fill everyone in on, or?
No, because tomorrow is iffy with Music and Mayhem. Stay tuned. Monday, we don't have anything scheduled for the next 2 Mondays, the normal Monday shows, because it's East Christmas and New Year's. So we're kind of trying. Besides, Manny's throat needs a break. Send him love. Send him prayers for his throat.
Oh my God! Yeah, never. Yeah. And you hear these sayings. Never did I think I'd have to worry. This would be a concern of mine. I can honestly say that I never thought that. Oh, Manny, be careful your voice, because you do.
That precious voice.
I never thought that my voice would be something that I'd have to worry about as far as what I do for a living. But sure enough, I tell you what, man, Saturday, well, you'll see yesterday or Sunday when I did Rob's show, I still had, I think, 2 or 3 more shows after Rob's. And towards the end there, boy, it was going. And hey, Brenda, how you doing? We got Brenda here. Yeah, what?
Thank you, Brenda.
We
hot water, honey, and lemon. Yes.
That's what and it was so funny. That's what our friend Evie. She was just awesome. I swear she couldn't be more helpful. With she didn't have lemon, so she's here's some lime. Here's
lime.
Here's a couple packets of Halls. Here's more tea. Packets of honey.
Yeah.
So God, what a blessing to have the people in our lives that we have. And of course, it starts with each and every one of you guys, man. And again, if your ears were ringing, that's why. When we get there, besides going over everything that we've got going on with the itinerary for the shows, the guests, the families, pictures before and after the shows, during the shows, there's so much talking going on, and I'm telling you, it's about you guys and our family and the amazing love and support that you truly get when you deal with all of us at My Fight Our War and all the other amazing families out there. So, other than that, OG, you got anything else before we? No,
I think you should wrap it up and get yourself some hot tea. I'll have to get you some honey.
We got some hot tea on the way, and curl up with Susie and
there you go.
Watch some of my Christmas movies and call it a night.
Yeah. Yes.
So thank you guys, as always. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your love and your everything. You guys are amazing, and it is so just awesome to also hear other people from obviously we're all from all different states. But when we go to New York and we go to Danbury, and now we've got at the studio, we've got people coming into the studio from all over the world. And when we're sitting there in conversation, and all of a sudden someone's like, you know what? I love that episode with so-and-so, or the ones who will just ask, or we'll have people ask about some of you individually. They're like, hey, we were on the page and we saw this post about so-and-so, and they'll ask about certain individuals, just like families,
so sweet.
Just like families do. And it really says a lot about all of you guys. So again, thank you so much. So that being said, I love you guys, and we will be chit-chatting in the future.
Good night.
All right, Maria. We'll see you guys. Love you guys so much.
See you soon.
Keep fighting a good fight.